I want to talk about this because God, how do I talk about this without sounding like a whiny bitch, but also getting my point across? Let's see. Let's see if I can do it. All right. Amon-Ra St. Brown. So some shit I guess came out, some quotes that I guess weren't too recent, but just started getting a
They're
little
from
more.
his dad, right?
Yeah. So
His dad's a nutcase.
Amon-Ra St. Brown's father, um, God, how do I put this? He's not. Well, okay, a couple things. He's not the brightest. This is the
What he
first
did,
thing.
he's
Um,
got 3 kids who have played professional football.
he is kind of an idiot, and well, I guess I gotta use it. I guess I gotta use the word. Bro might be just a little racist, just a little bit.
A little bit.
Just a little bit, because his dad said, "I'm black, mom is white. I've done stepped on it once. You're gonna mess it up. You're gonna weaken it. You can't keep cutting it." That alone is one of the craziest fucking things
It's nuts.
I have ever heard in my life, to publicly come out and go,
Quit cutting it.
like, I already stepped on it. I already fucked it up once.
Yeah, I
I already messed up a generation.
squished the wrong bug.
Like, look, at the end of the day, and then
I'm
he
gonna
ends
call it
off.
that now. Squishing
He goes,
bugs.
you and your fiance, because she's half and half, you've got a chance. Um,
It's nuts.
that's what he said to his son. Now, okay, here's the thing. If we're going by his math, we're going with stepped on, and then stepping on a stepped on. I don't know how. I mean, how stepped on can you really get if we're really going to talk about the math? But let's throw away the dumbest math I've ever heard of in my life, and say one thing is, this is like, if we want to go on the more like just society side of things. Like, if you want to ask, like, man, like, why are there like tensions in America? Like, why do people
Yeah.
like don't like not like each other? It's like that we're a good 1 or 2 generations away from like not having to hear about like that
Yes.
type of bullshit.
The
Like, our
people who
generation,
breed.
our generation truly like is probably the most open to okay, the generation before us, it got very like, didn't matter who it was or what they looked like it was
Sure.
just, people getting together. And now our generation, it's like fucking anybody's with anybody,
No one cares.
and it doesn't
Everybody's
matter, like,
paying.
and also it's like, no, like, nobody cares, like,
Yeah.
in like our, and I mean our generation. If you're some 90-year-old, I don't like,
Nobody cares.
obviously we know how you feel, but like, we don't care. Like, at the end of the day, it's like, the weirdest thing to us is like, what, Bill Belichick fucking some 20-year-old. Like, that's a little weird. That's a
Yeah.
little weird. But at the end of the day, I mean, we're not looking at it as a breeding opportunity.
Amon-Ra St. Brown being with a mixed woman
But this
is stepped on.
is
I
the
don't know.
problem. This is the problem with our society and our people, or just the people here. It's like that, those generations, and I hate to say, like, I don't know, I want to see generations get wiped out or go away forever. But once those I don't know exactly what to label those generations, but maybe just the ones that are still stuck in the fucking past,
Yeah.
and think that, like,
Well, I mean, my big problem with this whole argument is that he has 3 sons who are good athletes, and he cut it, stepped on it, whatever it is, whatever type of fucking words he's using for it.
I mean, are you telling your son that he would have been even better if his mom wasn't white? Like, are you
Yeah,
like,
if I knocked up
like,
a different
is
woman, you'd
that
be an
what you're
incredible
saying?
athlete. You'd be
Um,
10, 15 times better. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Like
but
the
okay,
Ball family,
but why even? But I'm saying, like, why even start this shit? Why even,
they're all cool.
if I'm Amon-Ra St. Brown, why would I bring my dad on here to start some racial tension bullshit? Just like the whole Rashad Mendenhall, and he's like, oh, let's put a team in black versus
Just get a
white.
black white Pro Bowl going.
It's like, all right, bro. Like,
And they're like, dude, stop talking about race, and like, fuck it, blacks versus whites.
It's like
With fucking white women.
let's purposely involve race for absolutely no reason, and not just pretend like maybe Amon-Ra St. Brown is just a good athlete, just because he's a good athlete. Like that's just why. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't like I don't think
Maybe
anybody's like.
Equanimous would have been better.
But yeah, no, you bring up like the Ball family. Like I mean, they're pretty stepped on. What
They're a quarterback.
Lavar's
Lavar's
mixed, and
mixed
then you got the
and
white
white mom.
mom.
Yeah.
They're very stepped on, and I would say they're flourishing as athletes. For the
Which,
most part.
what's up with the Ball family?
What do you
What's
mean?
up with I don't know. They all act and talk like they didn't grow up in Chino Hills and that we didn't see their entire childhood.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Devin. We live in a weird society where people think that, and I'm dead serious. I mean, I've seen the comments, I've seen what people have said about us. People think that I grew up with a better life than the Ball family.
Yeah.
Like that's how people like
They know
talk
the
about
Ball
me.
family grew up in pretty good conditions. They are
No,
tatted head to toe. The Jello raps about, I don't know,
first of
hard
all,
shit.
it was like no. It's like no. You were living in a gated community with a father who like you had to hide your tattoos from, and you were
Yeah.
afraid like of that type of shit. And it's like no, you were not swerving, bending corners, whoa, in that gated community. You were not
Never.
doing that.
No, you weren't.
And
You're
to be
getting your
honest
ass
with
beat by
you,
your father.
I really don't care. But no, you are right. It's like if Bronny was like, man,
It doesn't make any sense.
man,
Lonzo's the only one who acts somewhat normal.
and then you got Shador kind of in the middle where he's like, man, I ain't no trust fund baby, man. Like, it's like okay, it's like no,
Sure.
it's like your last name is your trust fund. It's like that's what it
Like,
is.
I don't know if your brother's a trust fund baby or not, Deion Sanders Jr., but
No, he is
they're
because
riding coattails harder than fuck.
he works for his father.
What are we doing?
I mean,
But he
it's not.
doesn't.
We're
Oh
not
wait, he
taking.
takes
I mean,
videos for his father.
I'm not gonna take anything away from. Like I saw a video, an interview with O'Shea Jackson
Yeah,
Jr.
yeah.
And he was like,
Ice Cube's son, for anybody who doesn't know.
yeah, I hope everybody got that.
No, there's some people who don't know who O'Shea Jackson Jr. is. No one knows that Ice Cube's name is O'Shea Jackson.
You're right. Some people don't know. But he was talking on an interview and he was like, look, like, yeah, I'm a Nepo baby. And I'm sorry that my life was a little bit easier than yours growing up. Like, blame your dad. Like, I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
He's like, but I'm also gonna what? Not take advantage of it. You want me to not
exactly.
you want me to not star in
Well,
movies?
you want me to go be a drug addict and die in a burning
Like,
hellhole because I had too much money growing up?
what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Which is
Did
like the
you know Nick Cage is a Nepo baby?
no.
He's the nephew of the guy
That's
Francis
not a
Ford Coppola.
Nepo baby.
What are you talking about?
Not okay, what he's the nephew of some guy that's what in the business.
No, who directed The Godfather? He changed his last name from Coppola to Cage so he wouldn't be seen as a Nepo baby.
I don't think that's I don't I see, but that's like you can only get so much out of that. Your dad is Ice Cube, and you look just like him. Who else is gonna play you in Straight Outta Compton? You're an actor,
His,
buddy. No, you're an actor.
yeah,
Nicolas Cage didn't. I'm not gonna
his
like.
entire family is in the business at a high level.
You said net. You said he's the nephew of. That's like the same thing. There's some singer whose like dad is like a Coca-Cola CEO, and it's like okay, so because he's like rich and has money for Coca-Cola, we're like mad
Well,
that
then why would he change his name?
I mean, if you don't, well, I mean, it's the same thing. If you don't want to have that conversation about you,
There's certain people who I'm not shitting on Nick Cage, but there's certain people who get into the business because of certain things.
yes, but I'm saying I completely agree that yes, easily you can get into the business way easier if you have that type of connection. But I think you can only go so far until it turns into like, all right, well, what can you give us? Like, okay, so that's cool. So your uncle and everybody like they said you were cool and we got you this job and it's like, all right, cool. But like, what can you do? Like, what do you have to offer?
Like
And I
Shador.
think
Like, oh yeah, your dad's one of the best defensive players of all time.
and there's plenty
Who the
of
fuck are
nepo.
you?
There are plenty of nepo babies who it's like, nah, we're not. after a year or two, it's like, yeah, no, we'll cut the bullshit. We're
Yeah,
not. Yeah, no,
like
this ain't for
O'Shea
you, buddy.
Jackson Jr.
I mean,
When was the last time
fucking,
he worked?
I don't know. I mean, look at Will Smith's kids. I mean, there was a time where it was like, maybe, nah,
Nope,
never mind. Nah,
nope.
yeah,
You
yeah,
guys can
yeah,
go rap.
y'all
I
fucked it
mean,
all
Will
up.
was actually fairly popular amongst female musicians.
But I'm also not mad at the Ball family. Like Langelo Ball, like rapping. It's like, we know your ploy. Like, we,
Yeah,
we, we know what's going on here. It's like you're doing great. It's like you're definitely
you
getting
spent 15 years trying to get in the NBA.
you're getting the attention you're getting the attention that you would have gotten if you were in the NBA. So
Yeah.
there you go. But back to this. I mean, you know, I'm just glad that there's still, I guess, there are generations around that are like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hold America back, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
make sure that I grind into some young, kids' mind that you can only love within your race, and if you step outside of those boundaries, guess what? You're stepping on it.
Stepping on it. You're cutting it.
I mean, it's just like at this point, it's like
You're cutting it.
I'm not offended, and I can't even do like the whole like, man, if this was the other way around, it's like that sentence has been said so many times, like where
Yeah.
it's like, if this was the other way around, it's like, yeah, no, I know. This is the other way around. It'd be me and you going, can you believe that
Well, it
Johnny
would also be
Manziel?
false in the case of athletes,
But
unless they were like
in anything,
tennis
but
players.
I don't know. I'm not gonna bring up an example of something for a different race and go, well, if you
No.
married this, you can get that. But I'm saying, like, I don't know. It's a weird thing with it's a you know what I'll say? It's not much of an American culture thing. Like there are a lot of foreign families
Sure.
who are, came from other countries and whatnot and lived in a culture where it's like, no, like you are marrying within us. And
Greeks
it's
and
like
Indians,
I can come from I do
Jewish people.
understand
Yeah.
where it's like, yeah, just because I mean, okay, you've lived your whole life like that, so you're like pressuring your kid or whatever, but it's like, no, like we're like here in America, like so you were, he was, your kid is, your wife is, like
Yeah.
we're all here. You
Yeah.
could have hit anybody, and guess what? Maybe if your genetics were good enough because you stepped on it, well, you were gonna have
Stepped
kids in the
on it.
NFL.
Stepped on it is. I like cut it. Cut
But
it's
I mean,
nice.
it's just like I don't know, like, and I hate to do this, but like I don't know. You scroll through any comments about these posts, it's like, well, Tom Brady, TJ Watt, the Watt brother, the Bosa brothers. It's like I'm a WWE fan. It's like I watched
What do
Brock,
they have to do with anything?
huh?
What do they have to? Oh, we're talking about white people. I got you.
Yeah, no. We're talking about white people who I guess were just completely stepped on. But it's like so I don't know what genetics helped Brock Lesnar do what he was able to do. Or like like John Cena or whoever else. And then I'm assuming, like I said, he means American white because then that opens a whole other can of worms if he's not
Sure.
just delegating this to specifically American whites. Because then
Yeah.
we got a whole bunch of fucking there's a whole other realm of Serbian fuckers. Like I mean,
But
like
like, I don't know. I just don't get like.
but this is a dumb conversation. Like you see
Well,
how
no,
this
it's
is.
incredibly stupid. But it's like he started. If he could have easily married a black woman,
Yeah.
had children with a black woman,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's like, bro's a hypocrite.
and that's the biggest problem with this. Like Cosby, shout out
What
Norm Macdonald.
What Bill Cosby? What are you talking about?
Norm has a joke.
Where? How's it? What's the hypocrite though? How's he a
He
hypocrite?
said there was a comedian who said that the worst part about Bill Cosby is that he was a hypocrite.
Oh.
And Norm goes, I think it was the raping.
Okay. But no,
You
it's like
can write that
he's
deeper.
kind of a hypocrite. He's like, look, I can, but you better not.
Y'all better
You
not
better not
go
step on
near
it.
anyone who remotely resembles the color of your mother's skin.
You can't keep stepping on it. And then it's like everybody in the comments were like, man, I see where he's coming from. But then they were like, but that is pretty messed up to say. Like, hey, you probably shouldn't say
I
that.
don't
Like,
see
I
where
mean,
he's coming from.
no, like I'm saying, like there were idiots who were like, man, like if you believe that you should only, it's like okay, whatever. If you only
Also,
believe,
this idea that every pro athlete is going to have kids that are pro athlete level needs to stop.
yeah, it's like no, Michael
There's
Jordan's son is black
fully
fully.
like
Not he's unstepped on.
Michael Jordan's dad was what 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah. Well, that's because
He
it's
created
that's
the
not his dad, but yeah.
he allegedly created the best basketball player of all time. Allegedly, also. There's no breeding process.
But this is just stupid conversation. It's just there are okay.
Bronny's 6'2". His dad's 6'9".
Like listen to the sentence that I have to put together in response to what Amon-Ra St. Brown's dad had to say.
The guy who named his kids after Egyptian ball sacks or whatever they are.
There are white people and black people who are both good at sports.
Also, all other races.
Yes. But he's specifically, you know what he's telling them not to look out for. You know what he's telling them to look out for.
Of course. Well, what if they married like I don't know,
an Indian? Is that what
Sri Lanka?
you were? I was about to say you
woman.
were about to go straight to Indian. I know you
Like,
were.
what are they gonna play cricket?
But that's the thing. It's like, because like he said, he's like your fiance's half and half, so you have a chance. It's like I mean, well, or here's the thing. Maybe what if this? What if he has a kid and his kid loves fucking science and your whole theory's out the window and your grandson doesn't even want to be in the NFL? Like that's a crazy world we live in.
Again, it's like the pressure because your parent is an athlete and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna breed you. I'm gonna breed you into a pro athlete, and you're like, I'm 5'6", I suck.
It's just such a stupid fucking conversation when we're looking at it like, no, your kids probably made the NFL because you probably raised them well and helped them train like the same way if you look at like the McCaffreys, it's like his dad made sure they had his phone, their dad's like the McCaffrey's dad like took their phone at a certain hour and always made them train and had them on diets at a certain age. It's like, no, it's like probably you like give yourself some credit.
You were also a pro athlete.
No. Give yourself some credit and say that you were there as a father and helped. Like,
exactly. You were an impressive father when it came to training your children to be good athletes.
It's like it's not
because they don't seem like the most genetically gifted people. The Amon-Ras.
Like LeVar Ball.
I said that on the Browns.
LeVar Ball also has said like I had to get me a tall girl and I had to make sure that I had to, but it's like at the same time he also like goes
I have my tall dad theory, which I don't know if that's true or
not. We can get to that, but at the same time LeVar's also like, no, I was training my boys. I was making sure they were going to be ready. Like they were lifting and they were this and they were that. It's like that's his reasoning for why they're great or good at basketball. Like not I don't know. But what's your tall
obviously
dad
they're
theory?
not 5'6", but still.
What's your tall dad theory?
Oh, instead of marrying a tall woman, you just marry a woman with a tall dad.
Okay.